You're late.
Don't just live life, maxify it.
We are celebrating some of the former players, and here we have Sonia Dabir to talk about her game on West Park. Know your player. 24th Feb 2010, there was this guy named Sachin Tendulkar who became the second person on the planet to hit a double century in an ODI in Gwalior. But in another part of India, in Vizag, there was another player who was taking her first steps in international career. A memorable day for you to make your first international appearance, Sonia.
Yeah, definitely.
What was that all about? First game against England in the third ODI. What was the feeling like, and how did the day pan out for you?
It was definitely one of the best day in my life, for sure. We were actually bowling first, and every emotion I was experiencing on that day for first 15 hours. After that, I felt that I could settle down on the ground, and then things went off.
Yeah,
I
tell
mean,
me, is it? Yeah,
there was anxiousness. There were butterflies in the stomach. There was happiness. I could imagine every emotion in my life.
right. Was it easier because India was bowling first? You could take time on the field, kind of take a cozy corner to feel, etc. Was it easier in that sense?
I must say, after 15 hours, definitely it was easy. First 15 hours, it wasn't that easy. Not that it was like England were hitting us or something like that, but according to my mindset, it was not a bit easy for me.
Gets easy when the bowlers pick early wickets also,
Yeah.
isn't it? So how was the lead up to the debut? What was your call up like? Whom did you come to know from, or what was all that about?
Actually, I came to know the day before the match. So initially, we had a camp in Bangalore, 20 probables camp, and when the team was declared, I understood that I was playing. I was in the 15. Before the match, when I made my debut, they had declared the playing 11 previous night itself. So it was a bit difficult for me to sleep that night. But so I somehow managed, and then the early morning, it all started when we were on the ground for our warm ups and all. So it was amazing to experience all that, and especially when that hurdle came on. And just to say India, it was no. I today also I get those goosebumps.
Right, it's a real experience that. And remember that some Sachin Tendulkar might have played somewhere else, but there was a debut that was closer to Sonia Dabir's heart. That day is an unforgettable day for her.
For sure.
Okay, we'll just step aside from the game and move to our segment that we call Vespa Know Your Players. Sonia Dabir is here. First T20 at 3 wickets, and those wickets can't get bigger. So I let Sonia you to kind of talk us through those wickets and how did you get them?
Yeah, I am. It was amazing to get Edwards and Greenway and I just lost it.
Laura Marsh.
Laura
Yeah.
Marsh, Laura Marsh on my debut in the T20. Definitely, it was kind of a dream spell, but unfortunately, we end up on losing that T20. But I guess Laura Marsh and Greenway was stumped, and Edwards was caught at mid off. So I definitely we were playing at BKC, and definitely I had few nervous moments to start off for the match, but it came out well because I had Greenway and Laura Marsh in the same over.
2 wickets in the same over on your debut game must be incredible. But did you kind of plan in a specific way for these batters, because you see them in the ODIs as well before?
Yeah, more than planning, one thing I was very sure of that if at all I'm bowling consistently on one line and length, or I was trying to bowl more dot balls, because of which it was like they will definitely have pressure on them when they get the dot balls, or any batsman will have, especially in T20. So my plan was just to bowl consistently on one line and length, and bowling dot balls was the key actually.
Let's move on to a segment that we call Vespa Know Your Player, where we celebrate some of the former players. We have Sonia Dabir here today, and here we are going to talk about her incredible spell against Pakistan in the T20 World Cup of 2014. Sonia, that wasn't the lead up, wasn't the ideal one because you had to miss a game ahead of that game. So tell us more about the build-up, and then we'll talk about the match.
Actually, just one day before the Pakistan game, it was like T20 World Cup in 2014. We had a West Indies game, and just before the West Indies game, I was admitted in the hospital for food poisoning, and whole day I was in the hospital. Next day we had a playoff match against Pakistan, which actually I didn't want to miss. And like the morning of the match, Mithali and Purnima ma'am had asked me whether really want to play this match or not, because somewhere back of the mind I had decided that it was going to be the last match of my career. I didn't want to miss it. So I had already told them that let anything happen, I'm going to play this match.
India versus Pakistan contest you can't miss watching, contest you very well can't miss playing. On the
Yes.
field, what was it like? Because you ran amok there, whereas India wasn't defending a big score. Tell us more your thoughts. 3 wickets, big one that Nahida Khan, Nain Abidi, as well as Javeria Khan,
Yeah.
all your backbone of the Pakistan batting. What was it like running through them?
Yeah, actually, as like I said before itself, the thing was which I had in my mind was, now that I was opening the bowling, so I had one thing. I was very sure about one thing, that I didn't want to experiment too much, because when as I said, when you're want to put pressure on the batsman, the bowling those dot balls and in bowling in the right areas is just what we have to do. So I was just focusing on doing that, and it was a very intense game when it comes to Pakistan, and it started all like from the ball one of the match. It started in the same manner and it ended the same way.